What's up? What's up? What's up? We in here. We in here.
Let's get it.
Huh? Me and my boy. What
Yes,
up, bro?
sir.
How you
Chilling,
doing?
brother.
How you doing?
Good.
Chilling, chilling. I'm here with my boy JC Kaplan right now.
That's good.
Okay, it looks like boom. Look, we just went live. I guess I don't know what's going on,
Oh,
but
shit.
let me see dashboard. I'm still trying to figure this out. Why would they put the comments down there?
That is weird. Usually it's like on the video, right?
Yeah, I think they're still trying to get this figured out. Okay, let's see what. And then what I usually do is I'll pull it up on my phone.
Right.
Watch.
That's what I was just about to do.
And then I'll lower the volume. So yeah, you can press play in here,
Alright.
and then lower the volume,
Gotcha.
and then you can share it down there as well if you wanted to.
Alright.
What's up, everybody? We in here. Too low FPS. This current is too low. Please set. Well, change this frame set for me. I don't know what to do with that.
Right?
Anyways, we're live and we're watching, so it's all good. What's up, everybody? We got my boy JC in here,
What's good?
also better known as Primetime Nino.
Yes, sir.
Is that, where did you get the Primetime? Is that from like Deion Sanders or?
So honestly, a little bit from the Deion Sanders.
Mhm.
He's definitely one of my bigger influences growing up. But yeah, when I was looking for an artist name, I just wanted something that would show quality. You know what I mean?
Primetime definitely shows quality.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like when you hear that name, you think immediately, oh, I gotta watch that person on the set.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that was where that came from, and just trying to show quality and show that we got something worth something. You know what I mean?
Okay. How much do you think a name plays into like a rapper or a singer, any kind of artist actually?
Huge, because like I feel like that's the beginning of your presentation. That's the first thing
Right.
that people can tack on to, other than seeing you in person or you know seeing what you look like.
Okay.
The first thing that they will go to is your name. So
Sure. Because that's what's going to be on the song
on the-
as well.
yeah, you think about what's on, you know, what's in the big lights when you're on the stage, and that to me was super important when I was starting my brand.
Because you see people like say like a Jamie Foxx.
Right.
I just found out Jamie Foxx isn't even his real name.
No.
But it's
not-
like such a smooth transition. Like,
Yeah.
what made him think of like Fox? You know what I mean?
Right. You think of these like, yeah. I mean, not everybody could be Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a cool name.
It's
You know,
a great name.
they even look at like say Rick Ross with like
Right.
his real name's William Roberts. But it's
William Roberts.
there's also a
definitely-
Rick Ross. Rick Ross is someone's real name,
Yeah.
but it rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan was making a joke like, why doesn't he just call himself Bill Roberts? Yo, what up, Pistol?
Oh, hey, my guy, Pistol,
We out here.
legend.
Bro, speaking of Pistol,
Yes.
what about this this like artist going on in Flagler County? What do you think about that? What do you think when it first popped up?
So when it first popped up, immediately I just thought, this is fire. Like, this is
That's dope.
something that the area really needs.
Mm-hmm.
This could bring a lot of exposure and light to a lot of the artists that really don't get that type of shine out here.
Yeah, because there's people on there I
Yeah.
never even heard of.
Never even
and
heard
I've
of.
checked them out now. Like,
Exactly. And
shout
that's
out
what you would
Curry
hope.
Maggi.
Yes.
I never heard of him, but he's
Never.
got some dope shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. My guy, I appreciate you, my G.
Mm-hmm. But so yeah, what else did you think about that?
Yeah, I was excited because my boys Flow Wave made it onto the list, and they've killed it, bro. They've made it all the way to the top 4.
Yeah.
I was excited for Brian Heff. I was excited for Super Chase and Fat Ass and all these.
That's another dude. I never heard of Super Chase before.
Yeah, Super Chase is he's part of this collective that we have called Future Nature.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's making its way, and you know, Super Chase is a really young kid who's got a lot of talent, and he, again, it's like one of these artists like your SCY Jimmy and all
Mhm.
these younger artists that may not have the exposure to our audience as opposed to the younger audience that they went to school with.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm starting seeing some generational stuff. But man,
Yeah.
these younger kids got followings, man.
They're going with it. They know
Yo,
the social media
yeah.
stuff, bro. It's like, I think for us, we know the social media stuff, but we don't know the ins and outs, the algorithms and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we get annoyed with social media because we're in that medium where it's like we grew up without it, but we also grew up with it.
Definitely, and it's like, how do I say? Obviously, to me, it's like a population thing. Say, like, the difference between if you came to Palm Coast, maybe, and let's say you're like 25 to 30, if you're like 18 to 23, there's just more of y'all.
Right.
There's just a lot of kids out here.
Of y'all.
And you don't even call them kids. Yeah. There's a lot of more younger people, like 22. Back when I was like growing up in Palm Coast, where it's like, oh, it's so small, you see everybody.
Yeah.
Bro, I go to Walmart, I don't know anybody.
Right.
I don't know anybody when I'm there. I'm like, bro, what the hell's going on?
Right. And also another thing is, I was just talking to my boy Connor about this from Flowwave, and he brought up a really good point. When we were in high school, if we were to go out and say, hey, we're artists, we're rappers, follow us on Instagram, people would look at us like we're crazy. Like,
you couldn't, and then especially on Facebook or something, it's just
you
like,
know what I mean?
Bro, if you're really a rapper, go to like, get with Universal or sign with a label or something like that.
Everything
now,
was different then. So like now it's like, oh, we'll follow you on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
TikTok, let me follow you on TikTok. And now people are getting those types of followings, and it's more organic now.
That's real.
People had to buy views and buy, not say that we did, but I knew a lot of artists that would back in our day because they couldn't get that type of exposure.
How you feel about that? Because I be having mixed feelings and stuff like that about buying. Like, I don't do it, but then my thing is like, am I holding myself back by not doing it? Everybody else does it.
I mean, I get what you mean. I get where you're coming from with that. It's kind of like a double-edged sword because yes, a lot of people are doing that in this age where they're just getting bots to follow them and stuff like that. But to me, I just can't. I don't find that to be beneficial in my brand. Like,
I hear you. Because they're not going to click download on your song.
They're not going to show up at the shows and
that's real.
Pay to
that's
see
real.
you perform.
They're not showing up at the shows.
Yeah, I mean, when you're an artist that has started to do shows in different areas and you know what I mean, you've seen people come out and pay to see you perform, you go away from the just trying to think about social media and your following on there because it's like, yeah, you can have a great following on social media, but how many of those thousands of followers that you have are really coming to show out and buy your merch?
That's real.
And really follow you, like really know your
real.
music and stuff like that. That's where the organic following comes into play and people really get behind that type of stuff. And I feel like, again, even still to this day, when you come through with an organic following, you get more respect.
100%.
You know?
Hey, everybody that's watching this, I appreciate it. If you could share the podcast, just click the little share button in the corner. Turn these numbers, double them real quick. But, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. You know, one thing that I wanted to say, a lot of people feel like God's create the Coast Clothing, like we bought followers. But that's not the case. We didn't buy followers, but there's a lot of bots that like have followed us.
Right.
I think just off the name like Coast, it's a very like generic name. Sure. Some of the different things that we've done, and also Ronnie. This is one thing that a lot of people kind of like sleep on. Ronnie had 10,000 followers on Twitter like 8 years ago. So before, like, once we got on Instagram, he told people on Twitter about it.
Right.
And we instantly had like 10,000 followers
that
on Instagram.
Following started building.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all organic. It's just bots will follow you too.
That's the nature of social media, though. Like, you're gonna have bots follow you, regardless of.
It's
you know,
one
and
thing
especially
to
when
follow
your
you.
numbers start going organically.
Yeah, it's one thing to have them follow you. It's another thing to pay for them to follow you.
Right.
That's kind of disgusting.
So true. That's so true. And yeah, I mean, again, like people, I don't want to sit here and like shame it, you know, because I've seen plenty of people do it, you know.
Right.
But for me, it's personally, I just feel I would benefit more, make more money if I just built my following organically.
I definitely feel you on that. And then long term, like if you have 20,000, you'll know that it's a real 20,000.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I could count on those people, at least a good portion of those people, to show up and spend money. And,
That's true.
And really, support.
It's definitely real.
Yeah.
So going into the music a little bit, do you feel like there's another one over there if you want to get it?
Fire, bro.
How do you feel that Flagler County is taking to, would you say you do reggaeton?
I dibble and dabble in a lot of genres.
You do?
I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Almost, I'd say like Drake. Like, you give me Drake vibes. You know what I mean?
Wow. Thank you.
Definitely.
That means a lot.
Yeah, and it's like, you make like good, fun music, but it's funny because I was listening to your lyrics like on the way over here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you and Drake both throw in some many petty lines every once in a while, but it's real though.
Yeah.
It's real though.
Yeah.
It's real though.
Yeah.
Like, and how do you feel like people are taking to that? Because it's not like the street rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like if you get into like say families and stuff, like everybody in the whole family can listen to your music. I could be in here with my mom and put a song on and she could jam to it.
She could vibe to it.
That's what I think is better overall.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that because that's like the goal for, at least in my camp.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we set out to make an album or work on anything, my goal has always been to give people a taste of what that like hip hop sound is like, but also give people the comfortability to listen to this in front of their moms, and you know what I'm saying, like you said, listen to it with the family. We like to perform everywhere. We don't want to be subjected to just performing in one area or performing for one type of crowd. So that's why I've always, like I said, dibbled and dabbled in different genres, because I like different types of music, and I find it exciting to try to fuse like the reggaeton with the hip hop and like this new music that's coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
The new music that's coming out now is a lot of like English and Spanish all in the same song.
Now, English, you mean like British or English, American English?
English American.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll hear me speak in Spanish one verse, and then the next verse you'll hear me speak in English.
That's why I said like kind of like Drake vibes, because he be doing that too, and having
Yep.
different people in the song with him and stuff like that.
Yep,
I
yep.
fuck with that.
Yeah, I mean it's about trying to take that international approach to it, you know?
Yeah.
Because one day I hope to perform in the Dominican Republic. I hope to
Right.
perform in
I heard
all these different countries.
Drake's had like a #1 song in Brazil for like the past like 20 weeks, and we've never even heard it.
Never heard it.
And he's singing in Spanish on it, or in Portuguese.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's a lot we don't know because we get caught up on what we see here, the norm of the American way, and we don't think about what's happening in other countries or what other countries are listening to. Like, people don't really look at the charts in Brazil.
That's
they don't
true.
look at the charts in Panama and Costa Rica. And
I'm about to look at it right now.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things like that.
Brazil top music charts.
Yeah. See? And I think that changes the game, bro.
It does.
When you can tap into that and bring that here, you know how diverse America is, bro, you know?
The most ever in Brazil for 27 weeks, Mariah Carey. I want to know what love is.
Fire.
That's crazy.
And even more fire in Brazil.
Right.
You know?
Right.
They fuck with it.
They got Adele, Someone Like You, Bruno Mars,
Yes.
talking Beyonce, Halo, Rihanna, We Found Love. I don't see Drake on here. Most #1 hits, Luan Santana. Shout out Luan.
Wow.
Mariah Carey. Luan Santana had 22 #1 hits. He's dumb rich. Never even heard of him.
Never heard of him until now, and he's dumb rich. How many hits?
22 #1 hits. He's had a lot.
That's
Most
fire.
cumulative weeks at #1. 40. Luan Santana. Mariah
Wow.
Carey 27.
Wow.
But besides the fact that I don't see Drake on here, we still have valid points.
Yeah. And he does do that. He does bring that international vibe to America. He's brought the UK sound here. He's brought a different type of dance hall here. You know,
Definitely.
the reggae vibes. He's done a lot for all these different genres that are now flourishing. If you notice now, a lot of people do dance hall in their music.
Like, what's that? The One Dance or something?
One Dance.
That shit goes.
Yeah,
That shit goes hard.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that type of vibe and everything was kind of like brought here by Drake. I guess you could say like
It's
Sean
like
Paul
yeah,
and all
there's
that stuff.
he was like mainstream and he like accepted
He
it.
accepted it. So
Yeah.
now I feel like Sean Paul was reggae in America.
Yeah, but it didn't super cross. But Drake's like super cross.
Super cross. Because he's
Yeah.
already in this lane and he's bringing this over to this lane now.
Right. So as for like Flagler County, how do you feel? Or let me ask you this: where do you feel like if someone was to be like, where are you repping? Where are you repping?
Right now, I mean, I'm here in Palm Coast. I'm in Flagler, so I represent this area. I feel like I don't have that type of exposure here yet. I have a niche crowd here, which is awesome. I love being here and creating. I've moved here in November of 19, so since I've moved here,
And then it's crazy because we got to give the like pandemic year.
Yeah, right.
So it's only really been a year since 2019.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
That pandemic was,
Bro.
is,
But I think
it's changed.
pre-pandemic, bro.
Right.
I could say this, and this isn't even trying to like hype you up because you're hearing that. I know you have 100 fans. I know that. I in person, like in Europa, like watching you, not just around there talking and stuff, but like actually watching you perform at Finn's. You know what I mean? Like I've seen you perform multiple different places.
Yeah.
And then this Jacksonville thing that just happened.
Yeah.
What was that?
So this year we linked up with a venue that used to be called Nighthawks in Jacksonville, and it's now called Archetype.
Okay.
And great
Gangsta
venue.
Lee, what up?
Great venue out in Jacksonville that started letting artists perform kind of before like they started performing again during the pandemic. So like they were the first venue that I know about that was doing social distancing shows. So they had
How do you do that?
So they had tables set up in the crowd, and everybody was distanced 6 feet apart.
Okay.
Had masks required.
Okay.
They did the real like, oh, this is the COVID concert. And I went to one concert that was run by Love Culture. My boy DP.
Yo.
They out right now in St. Augustine at Oddbirds. So if you're in St. Augustine, make sure you go to Oddbirds and check my boys out. They're doing a show at, I think it's at 8 o'clock. So
That's dope.
check them out. Flow Wave, Future Nature, they out there. My boy Juan out there. Much love.
Hey, let's get back to the Jacksonville thing, but Flow Wave is a dope name too, because it looks like when you download a song or something like that, flow.wave. You know what I mean? So
it's very like, it goes into like, you could think of like getting a wave file. What's this thing? Okay, I want to know Nino's favorite song to play live. I also want to know what upcoming release of his is he most excited for. Ooh.
Okay, I don't know if this is your favorite song to play live, but what was the drink?
Rum punch.
Bro.
I like to run. Yeah. That's man, I've made.
That's my favorite song to hear of yours live.
Really?
Because the crowd goes with it. It's like a vibe. It's like,
do go with it.
There's songs, and then that song that's kind of like the hit when people actually came to see that song.
Yeah,
and the vibe
heard that one outside.
Yeah. The vibe that they get into is like, okay, here we go.
Right,
Okay,
right.
But what is your favorite one?
Right now, man. So we've been doing this set since the beginning of the year. Like our first show was in February, and we've done a show. We've done like 5 shows this year at the same venue, the Architect in Jackson. We've done about 4 or 5 shows, and this set that we've been performing there is like wild because it's like the perfect encapsulation of my entire catalog.
Nice. And Jacksonville's a good music crowd.
Yes. I love performing in Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
I will be back multiple times. Like, I love performing in Jackson, especially this venue. Like, the Archetype venue is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really dope vibe and a really cool setting in Jacksonville. It's kind of really ducked off in a way, but it's fire. People find it. You know what I'm saying? Because we've sold out every show this year.
What?
Sold out every show this year, pretty much. And
that's dope.
So my favorite song, right now, man, there's 2 that I'm like battling with, and they're 2 newer songs. People would know the song Yellow Couch that I just released that video for.
Yellow Couch? I saw that video.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel?
I felt like it was. This is my complete, honest review about it.
Can't wait.
It's super, like, what is the word? Like, industry. You know what I mean?
Word.
But not in a bad way. Like, that's what people should want to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, like, that's the vibe. Like you know, there's, like, the yellow couch and then everything else is white, right?
Right.
And then it's, like, things, the camera's moving and then the thing, and I was watching it.
Yeah.
And I think I might have been at the music video premiere at Europa. Did you do that?
Yeah.
So it's like, it was dope, like, seeing it but hearing it, you know what I
Right.
mean? And so, how do I say this? It's not like the type of music I'm going to play in my car, but it's a dope, like, top 100 Billboard type shit, you know? That's what I said, like, Drake type vibe,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I was like, this is dope concept for a music video, dope concept for a song.
Yeah.
It's not going to get played in the streets, you know what I mean? I mean, not in the streets, you know what I mean?
But
that's fine, okay?
It was literally meant not to.
Exactly. And that's why I was like, I want to choose my words wisely. Like,
Word.
I personally don't really like vibe with it, you know what I mean? But I recognize good shit, you know what I mean?
And I totally understand that.
Yeah, it's just like people who hook up like Japanese cars or whatever. I'm an old school type person, you know?
Right.
But I can recognize the tight car when I see it, you know what I mean?
Right. You still respect it.
Exactly.
I feel you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. So the song was literally, like I said, literally meant to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We made that song with that purpose in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the cool thing is that was like the first song that like we fully created from the ground up, like as far as production and all of the, you know, the instrumentation of the beat.
The instrumentation of the... You guys did it live?
We did. Yeah, we created that whole song. There's live instrumentation on it. There's digital instrumentation on it. There's 808s. You know what I'm saying? We created this beat. I started this beat from scratch, and then I brought in my boy DP, Dylan Parra, and another boy of ours, Nick Burke. He plays bass for us.
Okay.
And Dylan plays drums on my set as well. We are a part of this collective, again, called Future Nature. So it's like this collection of artists that just collaborate and work together and try to show unity in the city. And the majority of the artists and a part of Future Nature are these like live artists. So like Flow Wave, right?
Okay.
They're more known for their live performance than they are their record up until now, because now their records are climbing up in numbers. So
is this kind of like Odd Future?
In a way,
Okay.
it's like
it's almost like the Justice League.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, like the Avengers of music in Flagler.
That's dope.
And it kind of stretches, like it's Flagler, you know what I mean? There's people all around like that are a part of this collective, and it's dangerous, bro, because it's all fire musicians. Like these are all fire musicians, fire artists that like you would think are already they should be at a certain level or about to be at a certain level.
That's dope, because if someone does break, then you already know everybody else.
Everybody's a part of it, so everybody wins. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being collective and wanting the next person to succeed just as much as you want
That's
yourself
dope.
to succeed.
That's dope.
You know, so Flowwave and myself, there's my boy Easy from Love Culture in Jacksonville. He's a part of this. You know, there's a lot of names, and I don't want to like leave nobody out. But again,
it's all good.
great group, Future Nature, and we all came together and made Yellow Couch, took the beat of it, and then myself and Dylan Parr came up with, you know, I wrote the record, and he helped me fix certain things and like melodies and harmonies and all this shit, and we just collaborated on this record, came up with the video concept, and everything was just cohesive. It was like, but it was meant to be something that you would think is in the industry already. I wanted you to watch that video and think, oh, this is on MTV, or this is on
that's the
BET
vibe I got like, man, that it definitely gave me like, what was that show back in the day? Real?
Yeah.
MTV Top some what
TRL.
TRL.
Yeah.
That's
Total
what it
Request
is.
Live.
Total Request Live.
Yeah.
It gave me it was on that. It was like video
That's
number
what-
video
yeah.
number 6.
That's what it was supposed to do.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay, it's just like here.
Shit,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it fits in there.
Could have been the extra video that they show, like at the end
Yeah,
of the show, where
yeah,
they're like, "Hey,
yeah.
there's this also new shit that's out."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Could have
Yeah,
been that. Like that's
definitely.
literally how we envisioned the whole record, and it was supposed to be like this, like, oh, damn, like video, the visuals of it and everything, just the high def quality.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of me being like a hip hop person. When you see like the top 100 Billboard and you're like kind of like, who is this person? But
Yeah.
they're just doing stupid numbers. You know what I mean?
Like
Yeah.
just out of nowhere, and we
Yeah.
did it in the middle of the pandemic.
Exactly. You know
Everybody
what
was at home. Everybody was sitting at their computers, at their phones, trying to see like what's going on. And this, you know,
I mean? How
what
did
are
it
we
translate? Did it do fairly well?
doing? It's been my best numbers yet.
That's lit. That's
It's
lit.
been my best numbers yet. Yellow
So-
Couch definitely like put us at a different position.
How do you feel like you like blow up off of like YouTube nowadays?
Bro, it's like it's almost like 40% luck,
I feel you.
40% luck, and then 60% efficiency.
Yeah, like consistency.
Like consistency, efficiency,
Yeah.
and just like the time has to be on point. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's gonna be this one video that sparks, and
That's
boom.
real.
It'll just be that one video. You could have put 81 videos on YouTube, and it's this one that just strikes at a perfect time. Perfect time for people to want to talk about what's on this video, or just find it funny. That shit will spark, and your train starts. But like the consistency and efficiency has to continue. Like if you want that shit to monetize, if you want that shit to pop.
I definitely agree with
But
that.
it's like I said, that's why I say 40% luck. It's like perfect timing.
You know, and it's crazy because, like, with the songs, I feel like, I don't want to say it's, like, harder, but I feel like it. But, like, let's say this, you know what I mean? It's like, I could almost do, like, one of these a week type shit, you know what I
Right.
mean? And then constantly be putting out content and stuff like that
Yeah.
may or may, I mean, it's going to get views, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's a crazy concept to say, and then to count music the same as podcasts, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, it's a lot of research that people need to do. People need to take that YouTube stuff, like, if they really want to get something out of it, they got to take it, like, hella serious. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you really got to study your shit. You really got to be on top of your shit. Like I said, if you're going to do a video a week, that shit got to happen every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
There is no week that you could just be like, oh, we're taking a week off.
Yeah, I feel you.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, and then it's like, because people's attention spans.
Bro, people want to see stuff all the time. People have to put stuff up twice a week, 3 times a week now, like, to really, I'm talking about podcasts and, you know what I'm saying, they need to put content out because people will get bored quickly.
That's real.
You know, like this Disney Plus stuff is cool because, like, you're kind of getting content all the time.
Yeah.
That's how you got to kind of think.
Just keep it. That's why I'm also trying to do like food reviews.
Yeah.
And like
that's fine.
movie reviews. And then also have a vlog, you know, so I'm kind of giving them
You're
different
just
content, you know what I
Dibbling,
mean?
dabbling. In different,
Yeah.
You got to put your hands in different pots. Like, even with this music stuff, like, I perform as the Primetime Nino and I do my own set. And then there's times where you will see me performing percussion on a certain person's set.
That's
Or,
dope.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm background singer for a certain set.
What's percussion? Is that
So that's like the drums that you see that aren't on a drum set. So percussion is more so like bongos, maracas,
boom, boom,
tambourine.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay, so what are the different things in it? It's like percussion, and then what are the other ones?
So in my band, you'll have a percussion player. I have a bass guitar, an electric guitar, keys, drums, and my percussion player also plays the MPC. So the MPC is the drum pad. Yeah, so he adds certain things to the set. We also have him do that. So he's playing percussion. He's out here playing bongos with a tambourine in his hand, with the drumstick hitting the bongos. Like, crazy, bro. Our show is ridiculous.
That's deep.
Our show is ridiculous. We have the best show locally that you will ever see.
Okay.
Legit. This like, I'm so confident in my live set. I can tell you right now, anybody could go watch us and they'll leave thinking I would totally go watch that again.
That's dope.
And I'd pay for it.
That's dope. How long have you been doing music?
I was an orchestra and band kid in school, so like 6th grade is when I started like my introduction into music, was learning it. Actually doing it since 2011.
I feel you, but like you said, your first time, do you know how to read music?
Yeah, thank God.
So like the things, the black things, and then the
notes,
E through
keys and all that. Yeah.
Is it A through E?
F.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like a language?
Yeah.
So,
very much so.
How do you feel about musicians who can't read music? Are they real musicians?
I think there's real musicians that don't know how to read music. I mean, reading music is a technical skill within music, but like you still gotta be able to feel music.
True. There was music before they wrote the language.
Right.
That's real.
Right. So I mean, I would say there's still real musicians that don't necessarily know the technical skill of reading music.
Mm-hmm.
They have the same feeling and vibe and rhythm and passion that needs to be in place to play music. So they're real musicians in that sense. But I think everybody should like always continue to try to protect or perfect their craft. So I would like just say everybody who doesn't know how to music should maybe want to learn, because you can teach people that. You know what I'm saying? You can pass that along and people can understand music better.
It's like, look, this is what I'm trying to get you to play right here.
Right. This is what I want you to play, because you want a specific thing out of him. You don't want him to come in and improvise every night.
So, let's say, if you are to write a song, would you write it first in music, or would you just play it and then you would listen to it and write down how it went?
It interchanges. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
It changes. There's times where you'll want to make the beat first so that you can hear the beat and then go off of that vibe to write. But there's some times where you'll sit in a drive-through and like some lines will come to your head in a certain rhythm. So sometimes the words can make the beat. You write a line and then you're like, oh, this is the rhythm that line is supposed to be delivered in, and then the beat can construct off of that.
Do you write, or do you freestyle, or?
Oh, I write. I write. I am not going to lie to anybody. I do not freestyle.
Is that like, why do they always make it seem like somebody who can freestyle is like better than somebody who can write?
It's just that they're better at that skill.
Right.
Like there, of course, so somebody could be a better freestyler than me, but I can read music better than them.
Right.
It's just a technical skill that is in.
That's just one portion of what the music is.
I can make fire ass records. I can write fire records.
Got you.
Nobody can tell me otherwise.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Daddy, I love you.
Yes, baby, I'm doing the podcast right now. I love you too, baby. Oh, thank you. Hey, I have to call you back though.
But I want you to call me back now.
I'm gonna call you back in a couple of minutes, okay?
Oh, my leg hurts.
All right. Where's mommy at?
I'm outside.
Okay. I'm gonna call mommy, okay?
Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
That's the best.
Anyways.
That's fire.
Thanks, bro.
I just want to
Appreciate
say
it.
that. That's fire.
So like, I feel like people who can read music, like you say,
Mm-hmm.
or we were talking about the freestyling,
Mhm.
like we yeah, some people feel like they're better if they could freestyle, but I
If
don't.
they can freestyle, I've seen plenty of people that say that.
But do you think it's only in hip hop? Are there freestylers in other kind of music?
No,
It's
No,
only in hip hop.
It's like just hip hop. It's just rap.
It's only rap. Okay, that's
I
good
mean,
to know.
I'm sure. Okay, so I don't believe in like when they do the like double XL freestyles and then people go up there and sing.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah,
I'm a big no on that. Like, what
that's
are you doing?
yeah.
Nobody
it's-
wants to hear that.
That's real. That's real.
You can't call that freestyling. You wrote a dope hook.
Okay.
Congrats.
Okay.
Move on.
It's
Don't
like-
do that on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you on that.
I don't want to waste my
Is
time with
this?
that.
Do you feel this way in hip hop, or you're talking about other music?
I feel like no. I'm talking about like the R&B artists that be getting on these freestyle ciphers
mhm.
and then do that shit.
Got you.
It's like nah, this wasn't meant for R&B dudes.
That's real. Let's really get in here and kill our part.
I want to hear rap on
Mhm.
this. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Yeah.
a cipher is about. And I love the art of freestyle. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of people
Okay.
go up there and do written.
So let's talk about it right now.
Go ahead.
I believe Flow Wave made it to the top 4,
Yeah.
so they're going to be in the cipher.
Right.
So what do you think that they should do in the cipher?
Fire ass shit.
Yeah,
They
they are.
if
gonna
anybody
be
about to
fire.
kill this shit,
Mhm.
Flow Wave is about to go up there and do something stupid. I already know.
Okay,
It's gonna be something
So-
that people don't expect.
let's see. It's Flow Wave. It's SECY Jim.
Yup.
It's
Zori.
Did Eway make it?
Yeah, I believe so.
And then
then-
Zovi the Great.
Zovi the Great.
Okay,
Sorry.
Zovi. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Zovi
This is
the
gonna be pretty tight.
It's gonna be dope.
pretty tight.
It's gonna be exciting.
Dylan said, "I can't read music. Try me."
But he's fire. He's fire.
Right,
He
right.
plays everything. He can play guitar.
You know, there's people who can like listen to something and then play it.
play it.
That is,
That is Dylan all day.
it's almost like alienistic.
Yeah, and he's fire, bro. He's my brother. I love him, and he just makes great music. I'm so glad he's on the team. Like, really helped make the Yellow Couch record for real, for real. He played a huge part in that.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get back to where are you from? Were you born in America?
I was born in America. I was born in Daytona.
That's lit.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
born and raised in Daytona. A lot of people are like, "Are you from the Dominican Republic?"
Or New York.
Or New York? Yeah, I've heard
yeah.
New York too.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I give people that vibe or whatever, but yeah, I was born in Daytona, raised in Daytona. But I
It's
have
not
lot of
really a New York
family.
vibe. It's just, and you know, it's funny. I don't even want to say no offense. It's more like take it how you want it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But it's
I'm here
like
for that.
you seem cultured, like you've seen places. You know what I
Mm.
mean? A lot of people from this area are kind of closed-minded, kind of one-way thinking, kind of like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, and it just seems like you may have like traveled, you know what I mean? Or I don't know what it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, you don't give the vibe like you're from Daytona or
From
something.
here, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I thank you.
No
I
problem,
appreciate
you know,
that.
and that's cool that you are from here. You know what I mean? I'm
I have
pretty much from
seen
here too.
A few places, like I haven't traveled, like, you know, as definitely as much as I want to, but
Mhm.
I've seen a few places. You know
I
what I'm
feel you.
saying? I was blessed to be able to go to the Dominican Republic and see like where my family's from and how the culture is outside of America. Like,
Okay.
Like,
That's kind of the yeah.
people don't act the same there. People don't like. It's just completely different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Where'd you get like your style from? Who'd you look up to like musically, I guess? Or, you think we get our styles from the people we listen to musically? Or
Yeah.
and then
I
like
think
I
that
guess
has a lot
like
to do with it.
athletes maybe
Yeah.
or
And now definitely now, like athletes have definitely changed the like fashion game and opened it up to like a lot of different styles that people weren't really like aware of. They bring in stuff from like other countries now.
Right.
Like these dudes is walking around with like. Sometimes you see some of these athletes go up to a press conference and you're just like, what? What is that?
Right.
Like, where did he get that from?
Right.
Where did they make that?
Right.
You know, it's kind of different. But yeah, artists you listen to, like I listened to a lot of Kanye growing up, so like I always thought Kanye was always on his like fashion top of the game. Like that whole like him going to do clothing, like I supported that from jump. A lot of the Kanye crowd is like, no, do music. Like,
right.
We want make graduation 5 more times. Like,
yeah. And he was like, I'm a creative. I already created this.
Stop putting me in this box.
I have to keep creating.
Yeah.
I feel that.
He needs the outlet.
I feel that.
Why do you think he's so crazy?
I feel that.
There's a lot of mental trapped in this confined space.
And, you know, I'll be honest, I feel that way as well, if I'm just being honest. And, like, the thing is, and it happens, like, on Facebook. So I literally just came out of 7 days on Facebook jail. First I did a 3-day bid, and then the day I came back...
What did you do?
Bro, I wish I could look it up. Let me see.
Did they tell you? Did they tell you what you do?
They try to. Let's see.
Okay.
That's it.
I've never been in I don't think I've ever been in Facebook jail.
Bro, shit's dumb as hell.
Maybe I just don't be on Facebook like that.
Settings, privacy. I don't even know how to find it. But anyways, so
you got in trouble.
Okay, what I did the second time, I forget. No, I know what I did the first time. The first time, I was like, okay, so there was this meme.
Okay.
And it said,
I like memes.
You can get $1 million.
Right.
I think you might have seen it. You can get $1 million, but there's a snail, and if it touches you, you die. But nothing can kill the snail.
Okay.
And I said, okay, I'm just going to put a really heavy box over the snail. He can't die, but he's trapped.
He's trapped.
You know?
He can't move.
Right. So this other dude commented on it, and he said, I'll lift up the box with like the devil horns. I said, I can't kill the snail, but I can kill you. And they put me in Facebook jail for that. Just boom, 3 days, Facebook jail. Ching ching.
That was light.
I'm like, bro, y'all did, and then, you know, they ask you, do you want to appeal this? And I was like, yeah. What's your reasoning? I was like, I feel like y'all don't know the context of what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay, we'll review it. Nope, 3 days. I was
3 days.
I was like, number one, I don't care, but I don't like this whole principal, student, 3 days.
Yeah, what is Facebook? Who is Facebook? Who are these people?
Bro.
Who do they think they are? You gonna put me in timeout? For social media? What?
Bro,
that's a timeout. That's a no, J-Rob.
You can't say that.
No.
What do you mean I'm not allowed to say that?
You're telling people what they can and cannot say?
Bro, so check this out.
Is that not our rights?
So check this out. I'm going to show you the video now in person.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you, I posted this video on Facebook.
Okay.
And they put me in jail for it.
No way. You listen to Schultz?
Flagrant 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Definitely.
I love Schultz.
Let's see.
Him and Charlamagne. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I listen to Flagrant 2 also. I fuck with them heavy.
Word.
Let me see what we got here.
Yeah, there's a lot of dope podcasts.
Okay, check this out.
Okay. Oh, I remember this. Yes, I saw this. How'd you get in trouble for this?
It's not even my video. I'm showing him a video of some kids fighting and shit. That's what I'm saying.
There's so many shares in that video.
And they said I'm bullying.
Well, they're bullying. You shared a video of bullying, but if they know the context of the video, from what I've heard...
Right. Didn't you say this over by where your people are? I thought you might have commented on it or something like that. Nah. This is like Ormond.
That's in Ormond?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's
where I'm from.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, originally, but... Oh, maybe I did say that.
And on like one of the things that might have been, I don't know, I think someone might have tagged you.
Okay.
But I was like, yo, I was like, my hood is dangerous.
You're not wrong. You're not
Bro,
wrong. Do
I don't
you
wanna
see
get
that
caught
video?
over.
I don't want that to happen to me. I mean, granted, I'm not gonna do what they've said homie did,
Right.
but I would never want that to happen to me. I literally just thought about my son when I saw that video originally because I had no context to it.
That's
So
what
I
I'm
didn't know
saying,
that
yeah.
I didn't know that homie did something wrong.
I was like, I'll uppercut a jit if I see if that was my
no,
kid.
I would. Maybe would I go to Facebook just saying some fucked up shit right now?
Maybe, but we're free. Say it.
All right.
No,
then.
I would because this is on mine, so you're good.
Oh, fire! So I would kill those kids.
I feel you.
I would legitimately kill.
Because there's
those,
alligators
no,
in the water. Your son could have got chopped
My
up.
son could have got seriously
He had
hurt
a phone
or
in his pocket,
died.
electricity.
Come on, bro.
You don't know what kind of
They didn't even,
health
like,
thing-
think
Does he know how
about
to
that.
swim?
You don't even know if he knows how to swim.
Damn.
Dog, bad things could have happened.
That's
that video went
Jay
a
could have
lot
not known
better
how to-
than it could have.
It really, if you would have been, come.
Yo, that video would have got taken down immediately.
That would have been nuts, bro.
But I'd
You would've
kill
heard
those
some-
kids.
I feel you.
I would shoot every single one of those
I
children.
feel you. They jumped him.
You're all associated in this crime that just happened.
That's real.
Y'all murderers.
Yeah.
Y'all are murderers. My kid
Or
gets
attempted
chopped up.
murders at the very.
At least.
Right now, they're attempted
They're
murder.
attempted murderers. That's
Yeah.
a legitimate case.
Yeah, and they conspired to do it.
Oh yeah, 100%. That shit look like this was planned from like 3 weeks
100%
ago.
planned.
We're gonna catch him at the park
Yeah,
at this hour.
yeah. Surround them.
Surround him and confront this man.
I was
and
like,
jump him.
You know the vibe that I get because I'm like, I'm not from like the hood or nothing like that, but there's a very like pirate vibe. You know what I mean? People steal from people here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like,
all the time. It's bad.
you know, but it's not like hood ghetto. You know what I mean?
No,
But it's like,
it can be depending on where you're at.
yeah, but like this situation, this is just bad.
That's just bad. Those
But that's normal here.
that
is super
in
normal.
Ormond. I'm sure that happens at least like
Bro.
once every 2 months.
Bro, we used to have to go. Well, not have to, but we used to go and fight like Seabreeze against Flagler
Yeah.
Post.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
mainly Seabreeze, just because we used to fuck a lot of their hoes. But like,
Nice.
yeah, they used to fuck a lot of ours too.
Really,
Bro,
boy.
it was wild because like them Seabreeze dude have money.
Really.
Yeah, a lot of like beach
What year is this?
white boys. 05, 06,
Okay.
07.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
And then, you know, they just come to Palm Coast, like, bro, what the hell are you doing? You know,
Right.
go to a party, see some, like, Palm Coast girls there, we're like, son of a bitch.
Oh shit.
You know? They be
What
fucking,
can
like,
you
some
do, though?
bad ones, though. I mean, it's nothing. It's just some young shit, you know what I mean? But it's like, damn,
Yeah.
how do you even find, you know, we got to go to the mall or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
Go to the beach.
Yeah. People were more willing to be out.
Right. But, like, you know, Palm Coast people go to the Volusia Mall and they be pulling
Right.
our girls. You know what I mean? It's like, damn.
True. True, because y'all didn't really have anywhere to go out here.
Bro, we never see them out.
That's crazy. So y'all literally had to go to Daytona
Had to. Or St. Augustine.
or St. Augustine. I mean, yeah, Daytona was Daytona, man. It's like it is what it is. Daytona is Daytona. It's a crazy place. It's up there.
Do you love it?
Yeah. You got to. I respect it.
Would
That
you?
makes sense.
Okay, I feel you. Yeah, because it's like you can't really front on Daytona too much. You know
No.
what I mean? Like it's held its own for a long time.
They hold it down, man. They know how to get shit done,
Mhm.
but they also have shit they got to get done.
That's real. They could be bigger.
They could be so much bigger, and it's like you see their progress, and it's like it's making this leaps and bounds. But then you look at the grand picture of like where they could be.
Yeah, because it's like out of all like the big cities, they're like the smallest big city.
Right.
Because like Tampa's like crushing them now.
Killing them.
Like they
And
should
Orlando's
be like,
always been Orlando.
you know, Jacksonville's always been
Jacksonville's
like
always been
South
Jax.
Florida's been South Florida.
Yeah.
But like Daytona, y'all should be bigger.
Right. There should be more to the name than NASCAR and beaches.
Right. Palm Coast should be like St. Petersburg, Clearwater.
Yeah.
And then Daytona should be like Tampa.
Tampa, yeah, for sure. At least, bro. Like, the downtown area is so Ybor.
Yeah.
Or could be so Ybor.
It could. It really could.
You could really spark up Daytona.
It's just they got
downtown
old
area.
people that, like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, they gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta wait a little more years, you know what I mean?
Man. But it's like, it's so generational. These people pass it on to their kids, and
Mm-hmm.
like, we think it's the old people. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm fired. No, you straight. But yeah, it's like, you're really right. They should be at that area. They should be at that level. For sure.
Definitely.
But the older generation, again, it's like, we always think it's the older generation, but it just keeps rolling on and rolling on and rolling on. Like, I'm sure our parents were like, oh, the old generation. The old generation.
True. I think about that. But, you know, we got away from it for a little bit, but name some of your, like, inspirations in music.
It just ranges, like, from so many different places. Like, I listened to so much different music growing up, because I had, like, of course, my Dominican side, where every party you went to, you had to listen to reggaeton, bachata, merengue, and all this Spanish music. And I was raised listening to Spanish music. But
You
I
fluent?
also, yeah, and now I am.
Okay.
Now I am. And yeah, like, just like growing up listening to a lot of that music and having like that background, and then dibbling into certain like hip hop. My brother used to buy a lot of CDs, so I used to have access to so much music. Like, he would buy all the big ones, like the Biggies, the Nas, the J's, he had all the albums. And so I was like, just taking CDs every now and then and taking them to the room and like playing them real quick just to like hear what
What he
what
was
this
listening
vibe,
to?
yeah, what he's listening to, like why he gets to listen to this and I don't. You know what I mean? And
Damn, your brother
He's
had
got
that
little
funk.
brother shit.
He
Oh,
was in
bro,
Jay-Z
yeah.
and Nas?
yeah.
Dope.
Oh, Miguel had everything, bro. Like, he had a lot of different music. I mean, he had Backstreet Boys and NSYNC CDs and Britney Spears
That's real.
CDs and
That
all
was
that
it
shit
back
too.
then.
Like, Miguel's a DJ, so he was just collecting music because he was like, I could play this at the party, or
That's
I could play
dope.
this for this
That's
people,
dope.
you know.
Mhm.
So he was very diverse with his collection. So that just rolled on me. And I like Kanye West. Obviously, Kid Cudi type stuff when I was growing up. Those were big influences on me. But also stuff like Bill Withers and
Can I
Al
say
Green.
something about that real quick?
Yeah.
Let's go back to Kid Cudi. Like,
Sure.
I'm going to speak from me. Like, everybody's like, I'm a Kid Cudi fan, but I don't see it.
You didn't catch it.
I didn't
It had
catch
to be a time, bro. It was a time.
when, like, people were depressed and he, like, brought them through that.
Yeah, like
That's what it
it was
seemed
almost
like.
like everybody in high school was like battling depression.
It was day or
But
night,
not-
right?
Yeah.
And I
Day
also
and
hear
night.
that, like, the music and they're like, what, like,
But he influenced a lot.
that's
of
what I'm saying. Like,
the new
what?
style of
What did he
music.
influence?
Bro,
Name some
it-
people who are like him.
So, like, the 808s and Heartbreak album that Kanye did,
Mm-hmm.
like, that was a lot of Kid Cudi's influence.
Mm.
Like, Kid Cudi helped him build that sound. And that sound shaped hip-hop now. Like,
Okay, that makes sense.
all the trap that you hear, everything in hip-hop, and a lot of pop music is now because of Kanye's 808s and Heartbreak album.
And that was influenced by
Cudi.
Cudi.
So, like, you just didn't know him.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know who that was yet. You know, Cudi was behind the scenes with that. A lot of, like, so when Kanye did My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that was a lot of Travis Scott.
Kanye is funny, but I fuck with it. But it's funny. It's like, see, Kanye is not scared to like vibe off somebody. Some
Yeah.
people might call it copying, but he's just like absorbing it, but creating his own
And
shit.
creating his own style of whatever that is
Right.
that he likes. Yeah. Because he's always got his own touch,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Like, see, the type of person that I am in this, we haven't had enough money to do it. Oh man, I want to show you this text message. Check
Do
this
it.
out. This is my mentor with real estate, right? Look
Yeah.
what he's saying. That shit's fire, bro.
Bruh.
So like now,
You gotta put me on.
bro, I can definitely do that. So it's like,
I wanted to do that shit for a minute.
right? I've been watching videos for like 4 years, but
Really?
so now we're about to start putting that back into like clothing and stuff, you know. But like, say this shirt,
Yeah.
it would say like Coast in this logo, or like God's Create, and have like me on a motorcycle. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
gas.
it's just like, I'm not biting off of it, but I fuck with it. You know what I
Nah.
mean? I just do shit that I
You
like
put your
fuck
own
with.
touch on it.
Boom.
No, I mean, what do you think Kylie and Kendall and
Mm-hmm.
that's what all these big people that's making all this money is doing.
That's what I think so too.
To an extent, you could say everything is kind of sampled.
Yeah. Same thing, just like with music and everything.
Everything
It's
is
just
kind of sampled.
people just
You're influenced by
when they
something.
don't know
Yeah.
that's when they fuck with it.
And that's why I say like the 808s and Heartbreak album really shaped music, because like now in all your pop records, all your dance records, all you hear is 808s. All you hear is these digital drums, fat drums in the bottom. Like it's used everywhere now, and a lot of that style came from Kanye, because he brought that type of like all those different styles to like 808s and Heartbreak was a huge album for him. People don't give that album enough credit, but that really shaped music for the next. Like, bro, I'm talking down to like your top pop. This is played in all the white clubs, like type records. This man shaped music for them. Everything that you hear on the radio is all influenced by that shit. And he's just like, Cudi hit his crowd, and his crowd just like.
That's what it was, yeah.
Everybody, it spread like wildfire. Like Cudi was huge.
I was listening
at
to this
point.
one dude. I'm listening to Chet Hanks and on the No Jumper interview.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, people be trying to go viral.
Right.
You can't try and go viral. Something
Right.
just goes viral.
Exactly.
And you catch that wave.
That's
a
what
true
viral is.
That's a true viral.
The internet shows that.
Exactly. And it's
You
like,
gotta believe that the internet is a higher power,
right.
to some extent.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, how do I say this? So it's like Cudi went viral.
Right.
Just his aura went viral.
He went viral.
Yeah,
It's
he-
the first artist that you could say, like, besides like Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Soulja Boy went viral.
Soulja Boy went viral,
Mhm.
and has continued to be viral for like ever. He
Soulja Boy
stays
is the first one to go
consistent.
viral.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he created the internet.
he really
thing,
did.
so-
For like, he brought the internet to hip hop.
Yeah. So he was the first one to go viral. That dude
Definitely
Soulja
the
Boy.
first. Yeah, I would say he's the first one to go viral. I mean, I guess you could say like there was artists like Britney Spears and shit like that that went viral.
Mhm.
But that's like
Hey.
on viral on some like news shit.
So you ready? You ready to hear something that I got?
I'm ready.
One of my, and I'm gonna put it out here, and it's almost like a timestamp for a brainchild. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
A Palm Coast versus,
Bro, I've talked about this.
like a local versus.
Crazy. You be listening to my conversations?
No, I wish.
That'd be fire if you could.
Right, but
I
nah.
do it. But yeah, I'm totally for that. People just trading back and forth. You think 20?
I was thinking like 10,
Yeah, I'd change it. I wouldn't
because we
do
can
20.
still, because them 20 are super long. 10's gonna be
You're
long
talking about
too.
people that got catalogs for days.
Right. Because I like how people talk about stuff too. You know what I mean? Oh, this song, when I created this song, I was this.
Right. You want to hear
Oh, yeah,
backstory
yeah,
and shit.
mhm.
Yeah. It becomes too long at 20. I feel that for the verses now. That the Bow Wow and Soulja Boy shit.
Mhm.
I loved it, but I was like,
It's long.
fuck,
Mm-hmm.
this is long, drawn out. At one point, the Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat looked like he needed to be in a stretcher to get the hell out of there.
That's funny as hell.
That man was toe up,
Make it last forever.
bruh. He was killing it. He had the hits, but Bobby had some bangers in that bit.
Bangers.
Bangers.
Bobby did have some bangers on.
I love Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown made some dope music, bro. But as did Keith Sweat. that's what I'm saying. Like, my mom played Tony Braxton, Selena in the car, like, all the time. So I knew about, like, that stuff, the R&B stuff. My mom didn't like us listening to, like, rap or nothing, so we didn't really get to listen to it much around her. But then,
Are both of your parents Dominican?
so yeah, both of my parents are Dominican. My mom was born in New York, but both of her parents were Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad is straight from the Dominican Republic. Just came over here on a whim. And yeah, man, like, he came over here to start his family and, like, be that generational breaking, you know?
That's fire.
He killed
It has
bro.
to happen sometime. Somebody
Thank
has
God
to
it
come
did. It gave me the platform and the opportunity to do what I'm doing.
So on
It's
your
like-
dad's side, your first generation?
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah.
You got a mad family in the Dominican Republic?
Yeah. Fire, though. Fire. It's just like...
You
there's
ever
a
have
lot
any
of
famous
famous
people in your family? I need to start asking people that.
Couple.
I would-
Actually. I mean, over there.
I just
yeah.
mean like, because that's one thing, like some people, you could just luck up and be like, hey, this person's your cousin, be like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That person's your cousin. From, like, way down the line. But, like, or even close. Like, I think I had... There's some relation to Sammy Sosa in my family.
That's deep, or that's dope.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
he's
pretty fire.
legendary.
You know what I'm saying?
Legendary.
Legend. And,
I'm
like...
talking about like top
Yeah.
5 in baseball ever.
Ever. Of all time.
Sosa.
Sosa is a legend. Like, a legend in Dominican Republic.
It almost-
and here.
Yeah, no, worldwide.
Worldwide, he's a legend. Yeah. So it's like, that's pretty cool. And
That's
I'm pretty
dope.
sure he's like a second or third cousin of mine.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's fire, bro. And then like like my dad just like knows a lot of people. Like my dad was kind of famous in the Dominican Republic as a baseball player.
That's dope. Yo, y'all be going in on that baseball over there.
Bro, he
dude.
was about to get drafted by the Dodgers.
Bro, y'all be going in on the baseball
Going
over there.
in, bro. I
dude.
played baseball for so many years.
Yeah. That's
We
just the
love
number.
it.
Yeah, that's the number one.
It's the number one sport in our country.
That's dope.
Like,
Y'all
I
be
guess
knocking
they-
that bitch out the park.
all the time, bro. That was one thing, like, when I played baseball, was one thing, bro. I didn't have a lot of skill, like, on the outfield or, like, anything like that. I wasn't, like, a good, like, defensive player or anything like that, but motherfuckers get hit. Like, I had a swing.
Hey, so we're about to get a little deep real quick.
Go ahead.
I've heard, like, say on Hot 97 radio, like Ebro in the morning and stuff like that. I've heard that other different things, like, that, like, some Dominicans, like, don't feel like they're black.
Oh, I've heard this before.
How do you feel about that?
We're totally black.
Okay.
We're totally
Now,
black.
Also,
You should look at my dad and tell me otherwise.
that's funny.
Yeah.
And then, it's like, how do you guys feel about being, like, attached to Haiti? Because it doesn't seem like y'all fuck with each other.
That's like the general consensus, I guess. Like, socially.
That's just
that
from
we
the outside
don't
looking
mess
in.
with
I don't
them.
know. Y'all
It's just-
could.
I mean, like, in the country, in the actual country and everything, I feel like that's the actual vibe, too. Like, that they don't mess with each other. I don't have a problem.
Right. Another vibe I get is people move from Haiti to the Dominican Republic. People do not move from the Dominican Republic to Haiti.
No. I mean, it's a different... They got to, like, their country... Yeah. Unfortunately for them.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just looking
Dominican
for
Republic,
what from your side.
honestly, it's like... oh, man, how do I put that? This is deep. You went deep with this. This is good. This is good stuff.
I feel like y'all do fuck with each other.
I fucked with them.
It seems like something happened a long time ago.
It's, yeah.
Because didn't it used to
It's
be
from
like
way
one
back.
country?
Yes, so it was one country, and then when the slaves were brought to the country, the
Mhm.
country got divided. And most of it was, hey, light skins over here,
Wow.
dark skins over here.
Wow.
On
That
some
is
that
the,
type shit.
that is the vibe that it seems like. And then
Yeah.
one speaks Spanish, one speaks French.
One speaks Spanish, one speaks French, right. So they got these slaves that were brought from Spain, and they got these slaves that were brought from France.
Wow.
Take the dark skins, put them over here on this smaller side of the island, and then we're going to put all the light skins over here. on
That's
this big
crazy
side
as
of the island.
fuck. I want to see where.
So
the main
on
place
paper, it sounds like beef. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
should be beef there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but I feel like it's hopefully it's breaking. But I don't know, man. I can't tell you. I don't know what it's like in the.
Okay, so there's Port-au-Prince,
Yeah.
and there's Santo Domingo.
Correct.
Santo Domingo is the capital.
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Okay, Port-au-Prince is the capital of Haiti.
Yeah.
Dang, Dominican Republic is bigger than Haiti.
Huge.
That's not fair.
Like
Who split
who
that?
said that? Yeah, right. Who did that? Who drew the line there?
That's
You know what I
fucked up.
mean?
But Haiti is the one that saved everybody from everything.
Correct.
They did that.
They did the work.
They did that. And then they saved y'all.
Correct.
They did that.
They did that. They saved us. And then they got the crappy part of the island.
That's wild.
Why is it so small? They literally stopped it at that.
At
That
the,
little-
the park?
Yeah.
Okay, from the park on.
That's all light skins. And some dark skins, because some dark skins had to speak Spanish and populate with the light skins.
Look at this city.
I'm a product of both.
Where is your people from in Dominican Republic?
Santo Domingo,
Okay.
for the most part. Like,
right.
Santo
Around
Domingo,
just,
yeah. I mean, it's a. I would say Santo Domingo is where like my immediate family from my dad's side is from.
hmm
Yeah, man, I was blessed to be able to visit the country and like. It was a beautiful experience. I would love to go back. I went when I was really young though. I went when I was 7.
Yeah, I feel it's
So
different.
it's
but,
different, but
yo,
like
I mean, it's
imagine
beautiful
being
over there,
7
bro.
and seeing a completely different way of living.
Yeah, that's true. You could take a lot of shit in at 7.
Right. You just understand things differently. You see
Yeah.
what people don't have.
How old is your kid?
He is about to be. He'll be 2 in January.
Okay.
He's
And-
18 months.
And it's like you see how like smart they are now and stuff like that.
It's insane.
It's
My
like
kid's surprising me every day.
right. So
He
at,
does something different.
at 7, they're remembering stuff.
7, yeah. At 7, you're like developing this like memory and like.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've always had a good memory. Like I can remember things from like really far back. But yeah, 7 is like a certain. There's something about the age of 7. It's like this developmental stage at least as a male. I don't know what it's like for a female. What age they feel like they hit that same developmental change. But like I feel like 7 is like this age where your brain is starting to work differently. You start to notice certain things. Like you watching movies differently than when you watched them when you was a kid. Like you notice certain things in movies that you didn't notice when you watched them younger.
Mm-hmm. That's real. That is real.
Right? So like
Yeah.
it continues to change as you go, but 7 is the special number, I feel like. And I feel like being able to see the different culture and lifestyle over there is just like eye opening to when I got back here.
What are some things you remember about over there?
Just like it's just how free it was. There was no like restriction there. We just walked everywhere. You just go like it was just like kids, like when you used to get together with your friends and like ride your bikes and just go. Like I wasn't able to do that in America as a kid. Like my mom didn't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? You could go with your friends like here. You be back here at this time. Like over there, it's not like that.
Damn.
Over there, you could like literally walk to another city
Damn.
and come back, and nobody would ask questions or ask you if you smell like weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. Like
I
people,
feel you.
I used to be a kid and be able to go to the corner store, to the bodega, and buy my grandfather a bottle of rum at 7 years old. Nobody asked for an ID. Nobody asked for any of that. Like it was just free.
I hear you on that. Wow, that's tight.
It's cool, but it could seem chaotic.
Yeah. It's just a different culture.
Just a different culture.
That's deep.
Almost one that I don't think I could have handled back then. But like now, I want to go back and see what I would fare like over there.
Would you like live over there for like a year?
I don't know, man. Probably now. I'm sure now I would. It's a lot different now. It's more developed.
Okay,
It wasn't as developed like when I was a kid there.
Airbnb's probably going crazy out there.
Nuts.
That's fine.
They probably make so much money over there. Because people want to go to the country. I mean, until that whole crap with the they tried to say that they were killing black people at all these hotels. Remember that whole thing? Like people were going to the Dominican Republic on vacation and not coming back.
And they might have been like drinking something at a bar.
Drinking something at a bar, and then they thought that we were being like murdered. And
what was going on with that?
Man, I have no idea, bro. Part of me thinks it's like an internet hoax, but at the same time, that might have happened. Like, who knows? Like, and who's credible enough to like believe that from?
That's real.
Like, where are these people? Where? I need more information than like you giving me a name and an age and telling me that these people got murdered in Dominican Republic on vacation. There's got to be more context than that. Like, what do you mean they got murdered?
That's true.
Where were they at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what hotel is doing this? Where is this? You know what I'm saying? So people can stop going there.
That's crazy as
Need
hell,
more
man.
context.
I do remember that shit. I feel like I've never been to Dominican Republic, but do you guys have different kind of money?
Yeah. They
That's
deal
tight.
in pesos.
Like the Mexican peso?
I guess you could say so. People in America call it the Mexican peso, but peso is just a form of currency in different countries.
I guess I meant like the same one they use. So
I
have some pesos.
I believe so.
That's dope.
I mean, I'm sure it's got like the Dominican country stamping on it, but it's the same form of currency.
Ah, wow.
If that makes sense.
It makes sense, but it opens up more questions that I have. Like, so
I guess you could call it a Mexican peso if it's got like a Mexican stamping on it.
Got you.
You
So
know.
it's like a Dominican Republic peso.
Right.
That's deep.
Correct. That's fire. Never thought about that.
How is like the country doing? Are they like a peaceful country? Are they communist?
I don't think
like
there's such thing, man. I don't think there's such thing as like a peaceful country.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
What about Canada?
Is it peaceful though? Is it peaceful?
I feel like nobody ever like goes to war or wants to beef with them. They always want to beef with us.
I mean, I guess in the like the grand picture of it, they're not. They're not the fighters. They definitely don't do like wars and stuff like that. But I feel like them in the country are they
They're, like,
peaceful?
Racist kind of.
Maybe a little bit, or like I don't know, racist. They just seem like Canada in America. I feel like sometimes it seems like they're snobs.
I feel that like
they're
their
kind of
country's
uppity, like they're looking down on us.
Yeah,
They got
yeah.
healthcare, which is like great, good for y'all. Like I want healthcare.
They get super taxed though,
They get super taxed,
like 18%.
Come on. Pros and cons. Like, everybody's got their pros and cons, man. But there's just something about Canada that makes you feel like they're looking down on us.
He said, are they?
Are they peaceful?
All right, I'm gonna think of another one.
I mean,
Sweden is pretty peaceful.
Maybe.
That's real.
Maybe.
They're definitely racist.
I don't know
though.
much about Sweden. Are they racist?
On Flagrant 2, fucking Alex Media got locked up over there.
No.
Yeah.
No.
For like 4 or 5 months. But the jails are like, he had a couch in there. It looked from IKEA.
Oh, look.
And then he had like a TV in there. He had his own personal shower.
Sweden must be pretty
Yeah, it was
advanced.
chill. He said the food is pretty straight. It was like better than some hotels.
Not the jails. Oh, they've progressed.
Yeah.
Good for them. Sweden. I mean, not if they're racist though. That sucks. Damn.
Oh,
but
you
you
know
know,
the crazy
Greece.
thing?
Greece is okay. So how is Greece related to Sweden? Is there a correlation between the two, or are they two different?
They're both
completely
in,
different things.
they're both in Europe. That's about it. But one's
Oh,
north,
okay.
one's south. But real quick about Sweden.
Sure.
One thing that the dude said was that like this one dude was in here. He got caught with like 30 bricks of cocaine, and he got like 2 years. It's just as a non-violent crime, so they actually look at it. And he's just like,
Wow.
you know,
Wow.
bro, shit's wild.
Yeah, crime is definitely different in the Dominican Republic. I saw some crazy shit over there. Crime wise, people don't give a fuck. They really don't out there. Like I said, they're so free. Kind of.
There's
I
no
guess.
cameras everywhere.
There's no Yeah, it's just different, bro. Everything here is monitored. We all being watched like all the time. There's cameras everywhere.
That's true.
they tell you the cameras aren't working, like they took down the cameras or whatever. But come on, bro, we're not being fooled.
Right, the street cameras and shit. They
Yeah.
watch you.
Yeah, all the time. Watching you all the time. Seeing where you at. Like, I believe all that stuff that you see in the Fast and Furious movies about the eye, where you can pretty much pinpoint and see any point of the... Look at the Avengers movies and all this stuff, man.
You
Like, you think that technology is not being seen or influenced?
They could tap into this camera right now.
Right now. Easily. Because of the IP address or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's crazy what technology can do, bro, but people don't like to believe it.
Right.
That it can do all these things. But I understand. I mean, like, it's a scary thing when you think about it. You lose a lot of control to the AI.
That's true. You really do.
AI can get nuts, bro. This is fire, by the way.
Bro, I'm
This
loving
is
this,
gas.
dude. We got like deep as fuck, and I was like,
It got there.
do I go deeper or?
Damn, we got deep with it.
Yeah, do we try and cut this off or? But I feel like I had a question real quick. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper.
Let's go.
Okay. So, how do I ask this question? So you say you pretty much learned how to speak Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like that's almost like obviously it's an advantage, but do you feel like it almost like separates? Like, do you see a lot of people like maybe speaking in Spanish, like saying things about people in English and stuff like that? And almost like the border with the Haitian, and it's different when we said that they spoke French and we spoke Spanish. That's when I got really deep.
Right.
And it's almost like there's a language barrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, so I'm asking you, in music wise, do you almost feel like your music does better in Latin communities?
It's about to start you. For sure. Yellow Couch definitely opened that up for us.
Hey, we do gotta cut this short because I'm getting a real estate call.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt.
But bro,
Thank you, brother.
definitely.
This
I
was
love
a
you,
pleasure.
man.
I love you too, man.
We're gonna do this again.
We have to.
You guys be safe.
Peace and love.
Peace. Hello?